how this type of situation can essentially sink your Maryland medical malpractice case. Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this really important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I am a childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorney practicing law in the state of Maryland. And I would like to quickly talk with you today about some really important information. And this information deals with something that you have to take into consideration before going out and bringing a medical malpractice case. Now, I'm going to warn you that there's going to be some individuals that are going to watch this video that are not going to like what I'm saying in this video, but with that as it is, I'm still going to discuss this because I think that it's very important that you understand this concept. All right, so what am I talking about? What are this type of situation that can really cause problems for your medical malpractice case in the long run? The answer is, if you bring the case, you will be upside down. Now, what do I mean by being upside down? Essentially, what I'm talking about is that the cost to bring the case is going to outweigh whatever it is you are going to recover. And that's something that at the start of these types of cases, a lot of times people aren't thinking about that. They're thinking about the fact that in their mind, their doctor has caused an injury to them. And because of this injury, they can no longer do certain things in their life. And that's first and foremost for a lot of people. But when you talk with an attorney, your attorney is going to look at the big picture, going to look at the overall landscape of everything. And if it's going to be a situation in which the cost to bring the case is going to outweigh what you will be able to recover, either through a settlement or at a jury, if the cost is going to be too much, then you really want to you really may want to back up with everything or rethink everything going forward. And before I finish this video, I want to also try to help you get an idea of what I'm talking about. A lot of times when we are talking about bringing a medical malpractice case, these cases take a long time. They take years. So it's a situation in which you have to be in this thing for the long haul. Not only is it going to be, or it can be stressful for you, but if you have a family, it can also be stressful for them. For example, there may be members of your family that the opposing side, they may want to depose them, depending on certain things that they may have said or things that they may have saw, or the way the evidence is coming out in the case. They may need to be deposed. That can be not only for your family, but it could be friends too. In addition to that, the other side may want to get into some of your medical records, your medical history, and even in some instances, they may even try to get into any type of mental health things that you may have going on if they feel that it is relevant. Now, of course, you can object, and there are other things that you can do to prevent them from getting certain things like that. But I just want you to get an overall feel of the cost. Not only are we talking about a situation from the financial standpoint, but just also the cost of going through the time and the effort that it's going to take to get to the end of the case. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about some really important information? Because I'm giving you insight into this Maryland medical malpractice process. You may be watching this video right now because you have suffered an injury, but you haven't thought about that back end portion. Is the cost going to outweigh what you will be able to recover? So a lot of times you will have attorneys in the medical malpractice realm, if the injury isn't a certain type of injury, if it's not catastrophic, or it's not going to be any permanency, or if it's not anything like that, a lot of attorneys will not take the case because of the costs outweighing what can be recovered. If you have more questions about your medical injury, if you would like to speak with me further about an injury that you have suffered here in the state of Maryland, or maybe you have a baby who was born and your child has a brain injury or a subsequent cerebral palsy diagnosis, and you have some questions about something like that, if this is what's going on with you, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, taking this next action costs you absolutely nothing. And what is that action? Pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer Maryland medical malpractice and childbirth injury questions just like yours all the time, and I'll be happy to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I am one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys here at Boston Law Group, LLC. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.